Hey y'all. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. It's been so long.
I know.
since we recorded.
It's like riding a bike.
We didn't do the mid-month episode. And good thing. It's been very busy.
It's been chaos in this building.
We've had COVID. We've had broken legs. We've had
I
vacations.
Need to see if Margie has updated me.
Yeah.
Not yet. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, so it's just been kind of wild here. We did get a new person to cover some of these shifts.
Larry,
come meet Larry. Great guy.
Yeah, he's cool. He used to be a principal?
Yeah. He used to be an elementary principal. Did you not know that?
No, I did. Okay. That's why I said it. But I was like making sure I was right. Part. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get him involved in some juvenile programming because he's pretty good at talking to kids. Yeah. I don't really talk to him too much. They talk to me sometimes.
You've opened up more.
Well, there's a couple of kids that I talk to because they're like adults. One of them came in the other day and she just comes in and she just, here's what I need.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, you don't do well with small interactions when they're like, look at my books about dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Not your expertise. For sure.
Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs, huh?
Wow. So cool. Yeah, you're not very well-rounded in that aspect, but that's okay. Children aren't for everyone.
Yeah.
More chaos from this month because you went to the MLA conference.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a nice conference. It was in Springfield, Missouri. I'm going to move there. It was nice.
Wait, that was in September.
It was the last 3 days of September.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So after we recorded our October episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Missouri Library Association has a conference every year. And I usually go. A few people from the system go. You went to one in Kansas City because it was easy to get to.
Yeah. Can't really travel right now. My kids are too young still.
Yeah.
So.
I sure can. And love it.
That lack of kids thing.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah.
But it was a nice conference. It was actually one of the better ones that I've been to. I mean, a couple of them have been during COVID because there was a 2021. Is that the only one that's happened during COVID?
Yeah, because 2020
was virtual. Yeah, entirely virtual.
Yeah.
But that one, the 21 was in St. Louis. And there just, people were still a bit cautious. And there just wasn't as much to be seen or heard. But I got to learn about some fun things. There was a session about a kitten cuddle puddle.
Ugh.
Where you just...
did you go to that?
Hang out with the kittens. I did.
Did you get to hold one?
There were no kittens there. It was about...
What?
It was about doing a kitten cuddle puddle.
That is fake news. When they advertise that?
Yeah.
Fake news, MLA.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no kittens
quote me
involved.
On that. That's fake news. How rude.
Yeah, I was up. There was pictures of other people enjoying their times.
I don't want to look at pictures of people cuddling kittens.
Yeah, but they said it was an easy thing to put together, so...
That would have had a negative effect on my mental health.
It was the last session, too. The last one before I had to drive home.
Did you think there were going to be kittens?
I didn't.
Oh, you're smarter than me, though. I would have walked in there and been like, where are the cats? And then I would have had to walk out.
Yeah, there were surprisingly not very many people at that one either.
Really?
I thought it would be the most packed session, but
So maybe we should do a program like that.
They said it was easy because apparently shelters just kind of do this. They'll go to malls or, wherever. And so they already have the kind of setup for it.
Sure. So is the goal to get them adopted?
I think that's the shelter's goal.
Right.
For the people that did this, that presented, it was an academic library. So they did it during their finals week.
Okay.
As a come de-stress and hang out with a kitten.
Yeah.
We don't really have that here.
Sure.
I guess we could do it at the holidays, like de-stress from the holidays.
Yeah, I need it after Christmas with Cindy.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, it was nice, and the hotel was really nice.
Yeah.
Oasis.
I saw pictures. Not from you, though.
I was going to say, what picture?
From Alicia. Not from you.
Yeah, they had an indoor and an outdoor pool, and they were weirdly shaped. Mm-hmm. And they were like, the outdoor one was a slightly smaller version of the indoor one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting how all the rooms like went around the indoor pool.
I had an outside room.
Okay.
And they all had balconies and outdoor space.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It was nuts.
That is nice.
But yeah, loved Springfield.
Cool.
Highly recommend.
I
They have
know.
a nice mall. Nice mall.
I'm bitter. The minute you came home, you were like, I'm going to move there. And I
Yeah.
full on panicked.
I'm leaving all this behind.
I full on panicked. I was like, you cannot do that to me right now. No moving.
But yeah, it was a good one. Only me and Alicia were there, but I think she got a lot of good ideas for kid stuff.
Yeah.
Because we were only in one, I did like 12 sessions, something like that. And we were only in one at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So we got to see different sides.
Yeah, for sure. Well, speaking of the holidays are quickly approaching.
Yeah. Do you count Halloween in the holidays?
Yeah.
When you're like the holiday season?
Yeah, because
I always think of like that starts the day after Halloween.
I just like skip over Thanksgiving.
Ugh.
I know.
Thanksgiving is great.
The food is.
Yeah.
That's about it. If I could just have that food alone, I would be absolutely thrilled.
You like Thanksgiving food though?
I
Turkey,
do. I do.
Mashed potatoes,
That's
stuffing?
actually what I had for my birthday dinner.
Oh.
At my in-laws. They made Thanksgiving in July.
Isn't your birthday? I was going to say, isn't it in the summer?
Yeah. But they did like Thanksgiving in July.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have a Friendsgiving this year.
I don't have enough friends for that.
And there's there's a few people I don't know.
It'd be like you and Sarah. And that's it.
And they chose to do it on, I have work one weekend for the rest of the whole year. And it's that weekend. So I had to switch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough.
So I'll be down in Kansas City enjoying my friend's company at a Moroccan restaurant.
Oh, I didn't realize you guys were going out.
Yeah, well, we're not doing.
I thought you guys
no
were
one's
like
making
baking.
Food. No
like
one.
everyone shows up with a dish.
No potluck.
We should do a Friendsgiving potluck here.
Coworkers giving.
I think we're all friends. We can call it Friendsgiving.
I do love a potluck, so.
Yeah. I keep saying we need to have more potlucks and nobody listens to me.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I really want a potluck.
Because it would have been perfect when we were closed for COVID.
Ugh.
Could have a potluck every day.
Every day could have been a potluck. Luckily for me, it was a potluck with Mr. Jimmy John's. Because I ordered Jimmy John's a lot when we were shut down. Oh my gosh. We were talking this morning about Christmas, and you didn't know if your parents were going to come home.
Yeah, they're in Mexico now. They're doing their thing.
So like,
I mean, they had to wait for a certain amount of time, like legally, to like exit the country.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Because of like permanent residency, blah, blah, blah. I think they can leave the country now.
Okay.
They have to get some tax thing. They don't to get a car.
Which is so crazy.
Yeah, it's a whole lot moving to another country. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I believe
they did it very quickly.
It was like one day you came in and you were like, "My parents are moving to Mexico."
It was one day when they decided. They were just like, "We're gonna go." I was like, "Okay."
And Mexico is just so random.
Yeah, it's where my grandpa was living.
Oh, I always forget that.
Yeah.
Right. Was it in that same like little?
It's in the same town.
City.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they may or may not be here for Thanksgiving and or Christmas.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Not really sure.
Cool.
I assume they'll be here for Christmas.
Yeah, I can't imagine, especially with like the grandkids.
Yeah.
you know. Sure.
Yeah, because my brother bought their house. So, like, when they come back, they can
just stay there.
I mean, how weird would that be? Like, you sell your...
Yeah.
Imagine selling your house to your children and then, like, having to come back to it.
And
like,
sleep.
live in their house now.
Yeah, like sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's very strange, actually. Yeah, my mom is moving to Florida, like, right after Christmas or something.
Is she? It's...
The jury's still out on that one.
Been a thing for a while.
She's packing. Like, all of her apartment's packed up.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure she'll like Florida. She goes there all the time.
Does anyone really like Florida?
Old people.
Yeah, that's true. And she is youthful. Just in case she's listening.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom. No, I think she'll like Florida just fine. I think it's just going to be hard with her. I mean,
she'll have a pool.
Like, far away.
She'll have,
She has a pool in her backyard.
Yeah.
That has like a fence around it for alligators.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll miss your brother a lot.
Yeah, the favorite. He's such a turd. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm doing for the holidays, really. I think my mom's coming over on Christmas Eve. That's what I usually do.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. It's our first one in our new house, though.
Oh, yeah. I'll be there.
Come on over. You can sleep in that bunker under the front porch. You'll hear me sleepwalking out there. Oh, guys, I sleptwalked outside again. It just happened last night.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever mentioned that happens.
I think I did.
Yeah.
On the pod.
Kelsey's a sleepwalker.
I sleepwalk.
Which I never knew, like, really, like,
existed.
Happened to people, like, common, like
on a regular
basis. Like, you've done it a lot.
Yeah, I do it, like, a few times a week. And especially when I'm, like, really stressed out, which I'm very stressed out right now. You'd never know. Super sane and calm right now. But yeah, I sleepwalk when I'm like extremely stressed. And I woke up this morning just like sitting in the chair. I have 2 chairs out on my front porch. And I was just sitting in one of the chairs. But like the worst thing is that I just bought nightgowns for Sarah Witten and I. Because we're always like, we should be nightgown girlies. And so I found us nightgowns on sale at Walmart. I actually bought Jenny one too for her birthday. So hopefully she doesn't listen to this. But so I bought Sarah Witten and I matching nightgowns. And so last night I was like, oh, I'm going to wear my new nightgown. And then I was sleepwalking in it. So I'm just sitting on my front porch in like a moo-moo. It's so embarrassing. And
You're
I was
freezing. A citation from the Homeowners Association.
Probably.
Yeah.
Along with numerous other reasons why they would give us a citation. But yeah, I was like freezing when I woke up.
Yeah, weather's changing.
It was this time of year last year when I was sleepwalking.
It hasn't snowed yet, so that's nice.
Yeah, it has not snowed yet. I want it to, though. I love snow.
I've been in really it's actually kind of a fall this year. It
is, yeah.
Which is surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Usually we go like a week where it goes 70, 30, 70, 30, and then it's just like 30.
Yeah. Right.
For the rest of the year.
What is it? It's 46 today.
But yeah, it's been in like the 50s, the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
It dips in the 40s overnight.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually been like fall weather.
For sure.
Which is unusual.
Yeah. Hadley's new thing is like she will not wear a jacket anywhere.
It's not cool.
Hadley's my 5-year-old.
Yeah.
And so she's like, we'll go outside after we get into this massive argument of her being like, I don't need a jacket. I don't need one. And she'll go outside and she's like, oh, it's so hot out here. And it's like 50 degrees. But she's like trying to prove her point so hard. She's like, I'm sweating. And we're like walking from the garage to my car. I'm so sweaty because it's so hot. She'll be like, what a nice day out here. I could go swimming. And I'm like, Hadley.
Man, that is...
I know. It's so bad. I went to parent-teacher conferences last night, and her teacher was like, she's just so sweet. She's friends with everybody.
Confident young gal.
And I'm like, are you talking about the right kid? Because she is so mean to me. And I don't know how she has friends because she's so rude sometimes. But you've seen her. She's really sweet when she's around other people.
Yeah, she doesn't say anything around me.
No. Remember that one time we spotted you in Walmart and she was like a year and a half old and like recognized you out in public.
It's like the one time we've run into each other.
I know. I mean,
I'm at Target and North at Walmart all the time.
I saw you at Target that one night with my mom.
That's true.
And avoided you on purpose. Because of my mom.
I've still never met her.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and about holidays, we're closed for a holiday coming up.
Yes.
Veterans Day.
We are going to be closed for Veterans Day.
November 11th.
Yep, it's on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We will be doing staff day.
Yeah, we'll be here.
We'll be here doing staff development and staff appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
I hear there's going to be music bingo.
I cannot wait to play that.
So
Crystal showed me like the potential topics. Every one I wanted, she was like, no. There was a Y2K. Are you kidding me?
Does this require music knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't have the. They'll have to play a song, and then I can say whether I know it or not, but I don't know the names of anything.
Okay, just sit by me.
Yeah.
Just
it'll be fine.
I'll help you out. My Christmas gift is at stake.
Oh, is it going to be like they play a song and you have to mark out the song on the bingo card so you have to know what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's open now? We should go. The calendar store. You don't have to buy your parents one.
My mom took the one that I bought to Mexico.
She really loves those.
Yeah.
Let's send her one.
I get my mom the same gift for Christmas every single year, and it's a calendar.
We should send her the Guilty Pleasures.
No, that's the calendar. She wants the, what's it? It's
Green.
not Animal Planet. Greenpeace. Greenpeace does a calendar every year.
I love that I know the calendar of your mom's choice.
And that's what she wants every year.
I really think we should try Guilty Pleasures.
Yeah.
For all you listeners, it is a calendar of men in kilts. Guilty pleasure. So funny. There's a lot over there that I want, though. I love that store.
Yeah, it's a good store.
Sparks joy. And Home Goods is about to open. Did you see it?
I've heard that it's going to be coming
The
to
sign is on the front of the building in the North Shops.
Oh, nice.
That's where Bed Bath & Beyond was.
Yeah. I saw them doing construction inside.
I'm going to go crazy in there. I love Home Goods. I turn into a feral raccoon when I go in there. I'm just like...
Every Ray Dunn item.
Yeah. No, I don't buy that. I do buy the holiday decor though.
Yeah.
All of my Halloween stuff is from Home Goods. If you're listening, sponsor me. This podcast is brought to you by Home Goods. Can you imagine? Oh, that'd be so cool. A brand deal. The dream. And Crumble Cookies about to open.
There's a lot going on for you right now.
I know.
There's going to be a new Wendy's too.
Woo woo. That is close to my house.
Yeah. I was kind of sad that they were just opening another Wendy's. I just want something new.
I was about to say that. I'm so bummed it's a Wendy's.
I was hoping for Steak and Shake.
Can you imagine? I'd be there every day.
I went to Steak and Shake for the first time and I was like, wow, that's really...
Wow. Very nice. It's so good. I love Steak and Shake or Whataburger.
Yeah, never had.
It's great. Thank you, Patrick Mahomes. It's really good. What other restaurant? White Castle.
Yeah, I'm always kind of surprised. You go not that far in the east.
Yeah.
There's White Castles.
I would do all of the things for a White Castle. It's so good. I would eat it for lunch every day. You can buy a suitcase. That's what they call it.
Yeah. Yeah. That was always a requirement. I have some family in St. Louis. And whenever any member of our family went to St. Louis, it was a requirement that you had to bring back White Castle.
Oh, a bunch of White Castle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. You feel so crappy after you eat it, though.
Yeah.
Dang it. It's another Wendy's.
Yeah. In the Ryan's parking lot. And the Ryan's sign is still...
I would have liked them to bring back Ryan's.
Honestly...
Ryan's is
I
great.
went to Golden Corral.
Don't slander Golden Corral.
Oh, are you saying you like Golden Corral?
Yeah.
Nothing there had a flavor. Everything I ate.
It's all just bland.
It was so bland and so bad.
I love it so much.
And like $20.
It's so expensive. And it really makes me mad because every time I'm like, Hadley, we could have like a mommy daughter night. Where do you want to go? She's like, Golden Corral. Every time. And she eats like one plate. And I'm like, you're gonna have to eat more than that. And like 0 to 4 is drastically cheaper than 5 and up. Uh-huh. So I so badly want to be like, yeah, she's 4, but I know she'll call me out on it. I know she will. She'll be like, no, I'm 5. I'm actually almost 6. I'm closer to 6 than I am 5. But
yeah, I mean, I haven't been to Ryan's since it closed in 2005.
Ryan's was good.
It was. I remember it being actually kind of good food.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything crazy, but
yeah,
compared to Golden Corral.
I'm very passionate about a buffet.
It's not a good one.
If I had to list 10 things in my life that really bring me joy, a buffet would be on there. Probably top 5. There used to be one in Kansas City called Hometown Buffet.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah, I went there as a kid.
Yeah, it was conveniently placed in the Toys R Us parking lot.
That's the one I went to.
The best of both worlds. That was
my
me
family would go
8.
down before the North Shops existed.
Mm-hmm.
And we would go to Kohl's, Target, and Best Buy across the highway.
Yep.
And then go over and eat there and then stop at Toys R Us and go home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
Remember when we were planning this, you're like, I'm sure we'll talk about other stuff. Who knew it'd be a 45-minute conversation on my love of buffets? All right. Let's talk about the news.
Yeah. I mean, there hasn't been any major breakthroughs in the book banning category. Still just kind of chugging along. But there were some interesting news pieces.
Yeah.
A lot of people probably saw that Lizzo, the wonderful Lizzo, played James Madison's crystal flute from 1813.
I loved that.
And then you may not have noticed that it's actually being held, where she went and did it and where she got the flute from, was at the Library of Congress. Mm-hmm. They apparently have the largest flute collection in the world.
Which is so bizarre.
It's 1,700 instruments in their flute collection. Of all different kinds. But Lizzo, reading from this article from the New York Times, is a classically trained flutist. I thought it was pronounced flautist, but
I think it is.
It looks like there's no O. It's just Flutist. A classically trained flautist who began playing when she was in 5th grade and considered studying at the Paris Conservatory. And I know she did actually, when she went to college, it was for playing flute. That was her major. Yeah.
She's really good.
Yeah.
Phenomenally good.
And this says it was a symbolic moment as Lizzo, a hugely popular black singer, rapper, and songwriter, played a priceless instrument that had once belonged to a founder whose Virginia plantation was built by enslaved black workers. And the flute was lent to her by Carla D. Hayden, the first African-American and first woman to lead the Library of Congress. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of crazy because I think she only became a Librarian of Congress during Obama's presidency.
Okay.
And that was the first woman to ever be the Librarian of Congress. And this is the first black person? Yeah, the first African American.
That's crazy.
But it was really cool to see. I remember I saw it on social media.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got the backstory. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of this article, it just explains a little bit of how they actually, went through the process of getting it.
Yeah.
And it was through Twitter. Lizzo said something about, I think she said that she was visiting D.C., and then the Librarian of Congress, Carla Hayden, tweeted at her, "Oh, we'd love for you to come see the collection." And so she would tweet it back immediately and was like, "Oh, yes." And then when Lizzo asked if she could play Madison's crystal flute at her concert on Tuesday, the library's collection preservation and security team swung into action, ensuring the instrument could be safely delivered to her on stage. It was thrilling. It was a lot thrilling and a little bit scary. Or as Lizzo told her cheering fans after she played the instrument, "Thank you to the Library of Congress for preserving our history and making history freaking cool. History is freaking cool, you guys."
Retweet Lizzo.
So, just a nice little moment.
Yeah, I love Lizzo.
Yeah, and listening to her play the flute was actually really, really interesting, because she is a very good flute player.
Right. It's shocking how good she is.
And it's an interesting sounding flute because of what it is.
Yeah. Well, and of course, there was like all of the backlash and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
So.
But it was all of that cultural Milu, courtesy of the Library of Congress.
Very cool. History is freaking cool. And on to non-historic things.
Yeah.
Let's chat about Colleen Hoover.
Yeah, not really about libraries, except for the fact that we have bought so many of her books very recently. But it's been in the news that Colleen Hoover is like the best-selling author
of all time.
Of all time right now. So this New York Times article says, Colleen Hoover has sold more books this year than Dr. Seuss. She's sold more books than James Patterson and John Grisham combined. To say she's currently the best-selling novelist in the United States, to even compare her to other successful authors who have landed several books on the bestseller list, fails to capture the size and loyalty of her audience. She holds 6 of the top 10 spots on the New York Times paperback fiction bestseller list, a stunning number of simultaneous bestsellers from a single author. She has sold 8.6 million print books this year alone, more copies than the Bible. It is so much. And her success, a shock that she's still processing, she said, has upended the publishing industry's most entrenched assumptions about what sells books. Because, as it says later down here, so far in 2022, 5 of the top 10 best-selling print books of any genre are Hoover's, and many of her current bestsellers came out years ago. Mm-hmm. A phenomenon that's almost unheard of in publishing.
Right.
So most blockbuster authors, like Patterson, break out because of a popular series, like Twilight or Harry Potter, or build a brand by writing in a recognizable genre. Hoover is eclectic. She writes romances, a steamy psychological thriller, a ghost story, harrowing novels about domestic violence, drug abuse, homelessness, and poverty. Though her books are hard to categorize, most of them have an addictive combination of sex, drama, and outrageous plot twists. So that's really the crazy thing about Colleen Hoover, is that all these books that are on the bestsellers list, all these books that we're having to buy, came out in like 2011, 12, 13.
Right.
It's kind of unheard of
yeah,
for something to be on the bestseller list that came out so long ago.
Right.
And it's because of her fan base and her use of social media.
I was going to say, I think like TikTok is a huge, reason why Colleen Hoover is who she is today.
It says she herself has about 4 million followers on TikTok.
That's crazy.
And then just her fans who support her are, millions more.
Right.
It's just a totally different
it's
beast.
Just, it's wild.
Yeah.
I've even read a couple of her books, and I think I've talked about it on the podcast before, but there have been times like when I'll be checking something in and it won't have a hold on it. So I've been like, well, I'm going to read it and whatever. And I read it in one day.
Yeah.
And I want to hate it so bad, but there's just something about her writing that really is addictive, and it's easy to read. And like you said, it actually does touch on, touchy topics. A lot of it's really dark.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, there is a lot of the other side of that is that people are saying that she sort of glamorizes, you know, domestic assault. And
Oh, I'm sure she's going to have critics, and all of that is just
right.
really kind of crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
How that's the craziest part to me, is that these older books are becoming so popular just through social media.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Because we've seen it with a few other books, like The Song of Achilles came out a long time ago. And then just through social media, there was we had a holds list on it that was, a dozen people long.
The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo
Yeah.
is another one that came out a while ago, and now it's crazy popular.
Yeah. And then it's just with Colleen Hoover, I guess she just has enough books that it's just huge.
Sure.
So absolutely crazy.
Just madness.
But congrats, Colleen Hoover.
And the cohorts.
And
that's what they said that her followers are called.
Her fan base calls themselves the
cohorts.
I mean, incredibly successful.
Sure.
That's kind of her,
I am interested to see how long it lasts. Yeah. Like, is this from here on out? She's, is she going to be on the level of Patterson or J.K. Rowling or all of those?
Because we see, like, these authors turn into almost publishing houses themselves.
Right.
Like J.K. Rowling, think of just, the companies that have spawned from her work with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Right. A literal theme park.
And, like, there's a theme park. There's video games. There's, all of that.
Yeah.
But then someone more like Patterson, where now he is almost just like a vehicle for new other authors to come write a book. He slaps his name on it and says they wrote it together.
Yeah.
And that book, even though you might be a new writer, is going to be on the bestseller list.
Right.
I don't know exactly what to categorize him as. He's not a book publisher.
No.
He's not the author of these books.
Definitely not.
Right. But he's like a kingmaker,
Right.
If you go write a book with Patterson, it will be on the bestseller list. And then so
crazy.
many, and some other ones. I don't remember who Louise Penny, is that who Hillary Clinton wrote one with?
Yeah, Louise Penny. Who are the other
Because that's kind of what's happening with these authors these days, is there's like these few giants, and if you can just get in with them, you're going to have a best-selling book, no matter who you are.
John Grisham.
Yeah.
Louise Penny.
Danielle Steele, but she doesn't really do that so much.
She really doesn't, which is surprising to me, but she's still cranking them out. She's quotes.
Cranking them out.
Cranking them out, baby.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Just thought that would be an interesting
Very wild.
Share. So,
programming.
what do we got going on?
A lot.
I know.
A lot's going on. And this is, again, like we say every single month, this is just us touching on things that are new, really cool, upcoming things.
Events.
Yeah. The rest of it, check our calendar, because we have so many story times and take and make crafts and movie nights and book clubs, all kinds of stuff happening basically every single day. So check the calendar for everything else. This is just skimming the surface on what we have going on. But the first one we wanted to talk about is the Literary Character Dress-Up Parade. So this is happening on November 1st, which is Tuesday. November 1st is National Family Literacy Day, and we are hosting a literary character dress-up parade at all 4 of our locations. All ages are invited to come dressed up as your favorite character to walk in our short but fun indoor parade around the library. And this is in partnership with the Daughters of the American Revolution, and they will assist in handing out candy and free books to all participants. So again, this is at 6 p.m. November 1st at every single branch.
Yeah, dress up as your favorite literary character. And come have some fun.
I'm scheming with a costume. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it happen, but I'm hoping so. And then November 3rd at 4 p.m., we have Creative Writing for Teens. So November is also National Novel Writers Month. So we're inviting all teens to come brainstorm ideas with other creative minds. Notebooks and pencils will be provided. And then you had a date. What was it, November 17th?
Yeah, on the 17th is going to be the presentations.
Okay.
where you can come in. It's going to be at downtown at 4 p.m. on the 17th. You can come in and share your story with other creatives and then, get feedback and all that stuff. But it's all part of the National Writers Month, Novel Writers Month.
Cool. And then November 5th, we have 123 Play With Me. This is at 10:30 a.m. at the Downtown Library. So this is a Saturday morning program that we're having over 5 sessions. I think this is the 3rd session.
Yeah. The one on the 5th will be the 3rd session.
Yeah. So this program is part of our Family Place Library initiative and is intended for families with children under the age of 5. And then the November 5th session will feature a speaker from Community Action Partnership on music and play. So that's a fun little partnership we have going. And it just teaches you, other skills to parent your children at home and make it fun.
And then we have How to Be a Ham. Improv for teens.
I love it.
That's going to be at the Downtown Library on November 8th at 4. It says learn how to be a ham just in time for Thanksgiving. We'll be exploring the art of improvisational comedy. Improv is a good way to come out of your shell and try something new if you want to build up your listening skills, your confidence, and your team building skills. This is a great place to start. And I believe you said Evelyn is quite the improv artist.
Yeah, Evelyn loves improv. She's really fun with it too. So I highly suggest going to that if you can make it. She's a blast. November 10th at 6 p.m. also at the Downtown Library, we have another session of DIY Why Don't You? But this one is about beginners book folding. And it is going to be presented by Crystal, which have you seen the books that Crystal does her book folding?
I have before. It's been a little while since I've seen one.
So cool.
Yeah.
She's really, really good at it. So if you need a unique gift for the book lover in your life, you can turn their favorite hobby into a keepsake they will treasure forever. Crystal will guide you through the basics of book folding, following a pattern, how to get the best results, how to choose books, and more. So again, this is November 10th at 6 p.m. downtown.
Yeah, and this is like you take the pages of a book and fold them so that when you're looking at the pages, there's like a design.
Yeah.
And you're not like folding a book.
It's really cool.
Yeah. You're not making a book.
No. You're making a gift out of, this book folding. On November 12th, we have another session of 123 Play With Me, 10:30 a.m. at the Downtown Branch. And then this session is going to feature Lauren Kelly, a certified parent educator with the St. Joseph School District, and she will be speaking about the importance of early literacy. And then also happening on November 12th at 12 p.m. at the Carnegie Branch, we have Turkey Togetherness Time. So you can go, I like these Carnegie programs because you can just drop in anytime between 12 and 4. And so they have activities including Thanksgiving crafts and a Jelly Belly holiday favorites taste test. And then they do story time at the top of every single hour. So I love that.
So then there is a program happening at the Downtown Library on November 16th at 1 p.m. called Is Vocational Rehab for You? And it says that if you want to work but have a disability that keeps you from finding, keeping, or advancing in a job, vocational rehabilitation may be able to help you. So they're going to have some people from this program coming in, talking about the services they offer, like guidance and counseling, job seeking and job placement, vocational training. And if you would like to learn more about vocational rehab and what it can do for you, join them on November 16th at the Downtown Library.
Very cool. And then November 17th at 6 p.m. at the East Hills Library, we are bringing back Lego Club. So Lego Club had been previously at the Downtown Branch, but Misty is bringing it out here. So you can come and meet with fellow Lego enthusiasts each month for various Lego challenges. And this is for grades kindergarten and up. November 18th, 6 p.m., Teen After Hours. Friendsgiving. I'm hosting this one, baby. So this is at the East Hills Branch, and this is our first ever Friendsgiving. We're going to kick the night off with dinner, followed by games, hide and seek, and more. This is for anyone ages 12 to 17, and you do have to register because space is limited.
And then the following day, on Saturday the 19th at 1 p.m., here at East Hills, we're going to have a STEAM Saturday. And it's going to be Thanksgiving dinner reimagined. So they're going to be having, Brock's?
Yeah.
Brock's turkey dinner candy corn. And Charlie Brown Thanksgiving favorites with toast and popcorn, including some science experiments with popcorn.
That's so fun. And registration is required for that as well. And it is for ages or grades, kindergarten through 6th.
Yeah.
On November 21st, 4 p.m. at the downtown location, we are hosting Cook It and Book It Tater Tot Casserole. So this is teaching you how to cook fun meals at home. So Evelyn has a kitchen down there, and she'll teach you how to cook tater tot casserole. Also happening November 21st at 6 p.m. for adults is going to be the bingo night that I've been hosting.
The hit
bingo night. It is a blast. So November 21st, 6 p.m. at East Hills. And then November 22nd at 4 p.m. at the downtown branch is Sweet Treat Decoration for Teens. Everybody loves cool fall confections. Join us to make some delicious candy corn Rice Krispie treats, Hershey's Kiss acorns, and Reese's Pieces pumpkins. I kind of want to go to that.
Yeah, Reese's Pieces pumpkin sounds very interesting.
I'll get a hold of Evelyn. I'll be like, hey, can you send us the directions? And then November 23rd at 4 p.m. here at East Hills, I am hosting Teen Service Hour opportunities. I'm going to try to do this a couple times a year because I know that teens need them for school and such.
Yeah.
For this one, though, we are going to be making blankets and toys for pets at the Friends of the Animal Shelter here in town.
Mm-hmm.
This is for ages 12 to 17. Supplies are limited and registration is required.
Yeah.
I think that's it. A lot of fun stuff going on. But those are, like I said, just skimming the surface on what we're offering programming wise. We are really doing well with programming. We're like Colleen Hoover, cranking them out. Like, no, I said that about Danielle Steele. Not Colleen Hoover.
Yeah.
She's not cranking them out. She cranked them out a decade ago.
She's still cranking them out.
She is. She just released a new one, actually.
Yeah. A follow-up.
Yeah.
To a previous.
Which I want to read it.
Story.
I want to read it really bad. I'm a cohort. All right. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I miss doing it twice a month, but we're so busy.
Yeah. We'll get to a mid-month episode very soon. I'll be done with that book.
Yeah, Jacob's still reading. I'm glad my mom died.
Yeah. We've been talking about it for 5 months now.
I don't even remember what happened in it at this point.
I'll give you a refresher.
In one ear and out the other.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right. Cool.
But we will at least see you next month.
Oh my gosh, it'll be like December.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.